Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Ranking Member Graves and distinguished members of the committee. This is, as others have indicated, a great opportunity for members to express their concern and present their ideas. Chairman, I think President Biden and Secretary of Transportation Buttigieg had the I-84-91 interchange in my district in mind when they drew up this plan. You, of course, are no stranger, having been at least a half a dozen times up to visit the site. And I hope for the record also to have submit a letter from former Chairman Schuster, again showing the bipartisan nature of infrastructure, who also traveled to the district and saw the basic needs. The president has outlined in his proposal projects of national and regional significance, readdressing historic inequities, modernizing public transportation, infrastructure resilience, modal connections to airports, integrity rail, brownfield and superfund, remediation, housing and physical, social and civic infrastructure. In all of those categories, this project qualifies. 8491 interchange, as Chairman, as you alluded to, is a product of the Eisenhower administration, long outmoded, so much so that the I-84-91 interchange is the number 1 chokehold in the state of Connecticut, number 2 in New England, and depending on who you talk to at the national level, between 11 and 30 in terms of its need and urgency. And it's compounded by the fact, as you know, Mr. Chairman, having visited there, the problem that has occurred in the levees that present the flooding of the Connecticut River historically and those levees are experiencing what we call sandpiping, which, as you know, contributed to the collapse of the levees in New Orleans in the 9th Ward. And so it rises to a sense of urgency, compelling urgency, because of the imminent threat, fortunately, that we have been able to dodge over these years, but we can't continue to count on luck. We have to make sure that we're taking very specific action. I'd also like to highlight that contained within this is also what we refer to as the 06120. For people of North Hartford, they know it very well. That is the poorest zip code in the state of Connecticut. And it's also poor because of the way that that highway system cut off and segregated that part of Hartford from the rest of the city. They neither have access to the river, nor do they have access to the city. And what was once an incredible, thriving community now finds itself impoverished because of the result of the dissection by the highway, the Etna Mixmaster, and in East Hartford, the Mixmaster, which replaced and moved entire communities in the North Meadow. And so the more than a 50-year goal can be accomplished of recapturing the riverfront with the only Blue Ways designated river in the nation, the historic Connecticut River, and also provide us with the opportunity to both fix those levees, adjust the interchange. So as you point out, that we bring this, excuse me, system into the 21st century. And in doing so, we will have created and helped a number of the inequities. We mentioned intermodal transportation, and also between North Atlantic Rail and the connection between the tri-states of New York, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. The light rail system also connects us to the Bradley International Airport as well, which is shared by Massachusetts and Chairman Neal's district and Chairwoman DeLauro's district as well. And so that's why we think this is vitally important, again, that we're able to make those intermodal connections, whether it's on foot, by bike, by bus, by automobile, whether it be by train, or whether it be by air. The unique opportunity to make sure that we're coordinating this effort and connecting every entity together remains uppermost in our concern. And so, Mr. Chairman, I also like to say that we enjoy the support of the Transportation Committee in the state of Connecticut, and also the Transportation Chair, Commissioner Giletti, has also, Mr. Chairman, asked that when you come back to Connecticut, that he could be your partner in the annual Goma Si Gamma Bocce Ball Tournament, which I hope you'll attend this September, COVID permitting. But we look forward to that. You're coming to the state of Connecticut again, and most importantly, thank you for this opportunity to come and present our objectives to you on this Members' Day. And with that, I'll yield back my time.
I thank the gentleman. Well, I might accept him as a partner on my team if he's a ringer. We'll have to chat about his skill level. But I thank the gentleman. I do think that the 8491 is the sort of project that the President and Secretary Buttigieg had in mind when they proposed this new program. It would be a new program, therefore it will have to be authorized, and we'll have to go through the authorization process in order to receive funding, and we'll set some criteria as we move forward there. So I thank the gentleman for his persistent advocacy.